Hey yo, what's poppin' boys? And we're back for another episode of the Swell Podcast. It's your boy, gold player on TFT. Sorry I can't talk to you bronzies. I'm too busy being rich over here on gold.
Oh, okay.
But I am joined by my favorite bronze companion. Introduce yourself, man, because it's just bothering me. Just bothering me, man. Just bothering me.
I am sorry. You have broken my heart for the last time.
No. Oh, man.
You immediately started roasting me for being bronze, and I cannot deal with this. I am gold in regular league, actual league.
Does not
You're
matter. I'm
gold
going
in
TFT.
TFT.
I'm going to TFT. Alright? But, yeah. Today, as you can see, we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite dead game.
MOBA.
Dead MOBA. World of Warcraft, not League of Legends. So, oh god, oh fuck. So, we're going to talk about
Wait,
League.
hold up. WoW isn't even a... Okay, you know what? Alright, I'll drop that. I'll drop that.
I know. Leave me alone,
That's a
man.
comment section, Walt.
So, I don't care. Who's going to yell at me? Who plays that game still?
I mean...
Whose grandpa plays that game?
You know what? My 3 viewers, attack him.
Come at me, bro. Right now. Oh, I say come at me, bro. Ew. Ew. Ooh.
It's okay, claim it's ironic. It'll be all fine.
But we're going to talk about the state of League of Legends and our personal opinions on the way the game is presented today. As we are in 2019, you know? This game, I believe this year is officially 10 years old. And yay! 10 years of Riot Games. Ooh. More Lux skins.
More Teemo skins. Actually,
More
Teemo skins has a drop.
Ezreal.
Make more Teemo skins.
Give Ivern literally anything else. Yo, give Udyr anything else. Yo, you can literally scrap Ivern to give Udyr something else.
We need to pander to all of you, and like 80% of you are either bronze or silver, so delete Yasuo.
Pander. Trick 2G, Leda Beach, Pander.
Magikarp use fly.
Ew.
Wait,
Pander.
Can we put them in text now?
Yeah, we can, because we said their names.
Oh, okay.
Pokimane,
Alright,
Pokimane.
Oh, Pokimane?
Pokimane. Thick Pokimane.
Oh, Ninja, right? He's done.
Ninja. Alright, but we're going to talk about the state of League, and personally, in my opinion, I think League's at this weird position right now, where the thing that killed League of Legends is League of Legends.
Yeah.
Because most of you would know that they've added new game mode, Teamfight Tactics. And Angel, if you care to explain what Teamfight Tactics is, go right ahead.
Oh, I really can't.
Alright, thanks, Angel. It's literally Dota chess. Alright, so it's just
I was gonna say it's auto chess.
You just put things on the field and you try to level them up by buying more of them, and it just progresses like that, right? And it's a fun concept, you know? Extremely fun concept to do. Extremely fun concept to have. It worked for Dota aggressively. Like, it helped Dota a lot, and it's helping League right now because, like, for a while, League overtook Fortnite on Twitch. And the last time that happened for literally any streamer was maybe a year and a half. And that's coming from League when League was the #1 game streamed on Twitch. And it had its fall from grace. But right now, it's back. Back and better than ever. Minus...
League of Legends?
Well, no. Teamfight Tactics.
Oh, okay.
Teamfight Tactics is not back and better than ever. Teamfight Tactics has kicked the door down and is letting everyone know that it's here to stay.
Oh, it definitely is.
Because it's a new game. It's moved in and it's a new game, you know? It's like, it's just letting people know. It's letting people know that out with the old and in with the new, and in with the new is Teamfight Tactics. There is no League of Legends right now. I think the state of the league calls for some garbage. Go ahead.
I really think it's funny too, because it's actually reflected in the way that content creators make content. Because you have all these people who have been playing League, and it has been like their livelihood for the past like maybe like 10 years, as you were saying, since the game was started. Because a lot of these people have been here since like beta.
Yeah.
You have people like I'm a Cutie Pie, You have people like Chapanya. You have Dyrus, who absolutely hates his life because he can't escape this toxic hellhole that is League of Legends. Right? But now they have a scapegoat. They have TFT. And I think it's really funny because even people like Second Sequence, who isn't necessarily a content creator, but like an editor, he himself has said, I just don't enjoy editing League content anymore. I want to edit TFT content. And I think that speaks volumes to how League of Legends is right now. I think people are just burnt out.
Honestly, I agree with that so much. It's more in the sense of, like, you can really see it, you know, like you were mentioning. Like, you can see the change in, like, a person's face, you know? Like, again, look at Cutie Pie. Man has always had this chill back personality, you know? Just cute. That's Cutie Pie, right? But you can see that he enjoys playing TFT. You look at guys like Dyrus, and I saw Dyrus play TFT like not so long ago, you know? Dyrus stopped playing League to play Tekken, but he can't escape League, like you said. He can't get away. But he actually has fun playing TFT. It's like you can see that they're having fun playing the game. But like that comes to my next question, honestly. It's like, but does that cause more harm than good for League of Legends? Because like TFT isn't League of Legends.
Right.
Teamfight Tactics, it's Teamfight Tactics. League of Legends is League of Legends. And they've made that very clear. They're two different subcategories on Twitch. Riot Games doesn't give you experience, nor does it give you rewards for. It gives you like temporary rewards for playing TFT, but that's just the rewards that they basically give you at the beginning. You know, it doesn't acknowledge it as League of Legends. It acknowledges it as Teamfight Tactics, its own game.
Right.
And remember, League had this premonition like 2 years ago at this point, I think, where they wanted to make another game.
Right.
And they couldn't necessarily think of it. They wanted to make maybe an RPG, you know? And
oh my God,
that couldn't work. That didn't work for them.
No, not that it could. And okay, don't get me wrong, I love TFT, but like, I really wanted that like WoW type of game for League, or at least like you were saying, a traditional like turn-based RPG. That would have been so cool.
Well, the thing is, I mean, it could still happen, right?
Right.
But I feel like it's not what like the game needed. I know like League as a whole needed a big shot in the arm, but I think that as a whole would have killed League of Legends.
Really? Because honestly, I feel like there's a lot of untapped lore.
Well, no, I feel like it's gonna come eventually, but more in the sense that if it would have happened now, it would have killed League of Legends. Not the RPG aspect of it, just like League of Legends RPG, everyone's gonna play it. No one's gonna play League of Legends.
See, but that's the thing.
Like, look at it. Look what happened with TFT. People literally, there was no queue times for playing draft or norms or anything. Actually, there was a million queue times because you couldn't find anybody to play the game with because everyone was playing Teamfight Tactics.
Right.
Like, you just couldn't do anything. Like, just think about if they had an RPG.
Right.
People would literally quit playing the game. If you're like people that are trying to get to Masters would probably quit the game to play this RPG. And RPGs are addictive, you know?
See, here's my only thing with that, right? Maybe you don't make like a WoW type of game then, right? Something where like there's never necessarily an end. Maybe you just make a game with like an 80-hour story. Yeah, exactly. Because then at that point you could market it not necessarily as like a League of Legends game, but like an RPG. Maybe you pair with either Sony, Xbox, or Nintendo to try to get your game out there, and you introduce all the League lore and all the League characters to people who didn't know about this game before, right? And if they did that, then I feel like it would attract new players because now people would be attached to these characters and maybe they might want to see where they came from.
Well, but that's sort of the idea with like say Overwatch, right?
Right.
Because like people really want Overwatch to implement story. But the problem with that is once people are done playing the story, a lot of people are just going to be done playing the game. I think that's where Riot really fears, right? Because it's like if you have an 80-hour story, if I'm done with that, right? Because knowing me myself personally, you know, I do the things that I do. I work and I do this and I do that. But if I have the time, I would play the story all the time, right? I would never have time to play normal League of Legends. And we're talking about a story that probably will have multiple scenarios, right? multiple
Yeah.
stories that you can play. No one's gonna play
dude.
League of Legends. That's the thing. It's still gonna kill League of Legends. Because if I'm playing an 80-hour story and I'm trying to go through all the possibilities, I'm not going to play norms. I'm not playing ranked. I'm playing the story for this. It will literally just kill League of Legends. So that's the whole issue, you know? On him?
No, I'm still here, and I'm thinking about it.
Spooked me a little.
And, like, I really genuinely think you're just thinking short term, and that if it were, like, longer, we would see an overall growth in the
Listen,
game.
I'm not trying to think short term about it. It's just like I feel like with time it would kill League of Legends. It's not like right away, you know? I feel like because they would obviously add more story, you know? They would continue to add more shit for their story mode and continue to do everything that they would want to do. Like if they gave me at the beginning, they were like, all right, you have 3 options, right? You can play as Yasuo, you can do Annie's story, and you can do Dr. Mundos. I don't know why I said Dr. Mundos, but you can do Dr. Mundos, you know? And then later on, they're like, all right, we're doing DLC, baby! You can play as Garen, Kindred, and Jinx.
I feel like with that, though,
Adding more story, you know?
adding more story, but
150
the thing is,
champions in the game, dude. More story.
I'm curious to see how that would interact with the current story that they're trying to lay out right now with all the comics that they're putting out.
Yeah,
right?
That's another thing. On top of that, right? There's the multiverse is already confirmed to be a thing in League of Legends.
Yeah.
Like you have to think about how that would play out too, because it's like that's literally giving them hours on top of hours on top of hours of like content and probably another story mode game if they really wanted to.
Exactly.
But that's the thing though. Like my argument here is that it would eventually kill League of Legends.
I mean, again, I feel like to a certain point, you're going to attract a new player base because the thing is, Riot Games has tried so hard to acquire new players, right? You see ads, you see ads online, right? You see the giant. You see the. Oh yeah, actually, can we talk about the advert for
literally
like just
so weird.
Oh.
That is
Oh
so
my God.
weird. I don't like that whatsoever.
Yeah, but it was so clean.
Don't mix wrestling and League. I don't like that. That's so
Why?
weird. Like it was clean and I enjoyed watching it on YouTube, dude.
Right.
Like, when it popped up, but like, dude, if I'm watching wrestling and I'm watching 2 sweaty men beat the shit out of each other, I don't want this POKIMANE looking woman that is drawn amazingly as an anime woman to be mobbing with their anime cafe friends during a game of League of Legends on my screen.
All I'm hearing is that you're trying to impress the gamer class.
Yo, I also don't want You Say Run to play on my TV and see double his face.
It wasn't You Say Run.
The My Hero song? Yes.
It wasn't. Hold up, I'm gonna pull this up right.
No, you can pull it. It literally was You Say Run. It was the My Hero song.
No, it was Lee and Lai.
No, I'm serious. Look up the double lift one. It's the You Say Run.
Oh wait, no, you're right. The double lift one, I'm pretty sure did. Hold on, double lift
one is You
Say Run. I'm pretty sure it was. If I remember.
It's You Say
Unstoppable.
Run.
Yeah, it was.
I was watching wrestling, man, and I was like sitting there, and I was like, "Is
I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking about the.
Nah, the anime one. Nah.
Well, I mean, they're both anime ones. But like, you know what show I'm talking about, right? The one with the girl and the guy.
And she's in the cafe, yeah, with all of her friends.
The gamer dude.
And the gamer dude that is wearing his like Cloud9 jacket.
Yeah, where like you could tell that they're a squad.
Yeah, you can tell they're a gamer gang, dude. Hell yeah. But like, dude, man, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. When if I'm watching wrestling, I don't want League of Legends to pop up. I enjoyed the cross promotion they did where they got wrestlers to play League of Legends.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Watching Cutie Pie play with all the wrestlers and Tyler Rumbo. That was cool, right? But don't play ads.
Watching that one woman Smurf.
Yeah, Dakota Kai, bro, she was cooking. Shout out to the Kingslayer. But oh man, I can't do that. I don't like that. Yeah, don't play ads during wrestling.
Okay, but going back to the original point, though,
Yeah.
if you don't like us, I say us. Oh no. I don't. Okay, I'm gonna take that. If you don't like Riot Games during your wrestling, right? They have to like attract people some way, and their current method
is literally. Listen. I love this. Right? For a company that makes so much money, a company that financially did their best last year, a company that is doing amazing.
No, they didn't actually. They lost, or didn't they lose money?
They lost some money, but financially they did the best because they gained a lot afterwards.
Wait,
before the year ended, they took a big spike in the middle.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they took a big spike in the middle where they just dropped a lot. But before the year ended, they made a lot of money.
Okay.
More than they ever have before.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
But like, you know, I enjoyed this, right? I enjoyed the aspect of like reaching out to everyone.
Mhm.
Like all of your audience. Also, don't fact check me on that. But
look, it's okay. They won't know.
Don't fact check me. Don't fact check me on that.
This was recorded whenever that statement was true.
Yeah, whenever that statement was true, don't fact check me. But it's like, you know, I love the idea of like Riot reaching out to literally everyone.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not remember, I saw an ad for that on PBS. While my little brother.
Wait, PBS?
PBS, the public broadcast.
Holy
station.
crap! Okay, Riot Games is going hard.
Viewers like you, thank you. That PBS. Also, is that copyrighted? PBS, no.
It's public.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, fuck you, PBS.
Hey, no, don't say that.
They had Arthur on there, dog. Remember that show with the lions? Yeah, but like, it was on PBS when my little brothers were watching like Arthur or something, you know. And like that's like they're literally trying to reach to anyone. And I that is a good marketing move in the first place. But man, does Legal look desperate.
Yeah, but it's like they're not focusing a target demographic, and they need to focus the target demographic.
I'll be honest with you, they are focusing a target demographic if like you think about it, because like I know they hit up PBS, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you look at where most of their ads range, it's like wrestling, Cartoon Network. Those like when Cartoon Network is at like 5 p.m. Eastern time for like Cartoon Network when they're airing like a new episode or something, you'll see like an ad for League of Legends. And like that's where most of that stuff comes from, you know. That's where most of it happens during like the time slots where like people our age would be watching certain things. That's when Riot throws in because they know that their demographic is still like young adults and like angsty teenagers.
Maybe not angsty teenagers, but like nerdy teenagers, like
teenagers, yeah.
Yeah, like with all the anime adverts. Okay, you're right. They are focusing a demographic.
They're heavily focusing a demographic because I don't see how they would be like targeting this game towards kids.
Oh wait, hold on. Can we talk about like one thing with this demographic?
What is it?
Them using Lily Pichu to like to attract like guys.
She's on every fucking ad, dude. I love you, Lily, and I love the fact that I didn't get to meet you at Anime Expo, but like, God, you are on literally every Riot ad.
Wait. No, we don't love that. We were trying to get tickets.
I really wanted to get in really bad, and I was gonna go get tickets, but then they told me no at the ticket booth after I went. It made me sad. I missed you.
When we blow up, let's do a collab.
Let's do a collab, please. Let's have a panel at Anime Expo. I'm so down. Hit my line, dog. But anyways, she's on every advert, dude. I remember for the longest it was Poki. Remember the advert where like they're in the club.
Yeah.
That one, dude, where they have all the YouTubers there, and Poki's just like the main person. She's like the main woman just chilling, and like she was in every advert.
Dude, Poki really did League of Legends dirty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She 100% did. Poki, I know we're throwing you under the bus, but damn, you did Riot so dirty.
Oh man, you
Riot
did.
Riot Games and League of Legends, they really helped you get that HyperX sponsor, bro. I'm calling you out.
Look, all I'm saying is that Riot Games is New Japan Pro Wrestling, and POKIMANE is Kenny Omega.
Yo, honestly, Riot Games focused their entire demographic and entire playstyle towards you, Poki. They literally shifted their entire creative control towards you, and you literally left after a month. That is so wild. No way, she really is the Kenny Omega.
I know.
All right, let me give you some context, gamers that don't understand. Kenny Omega is this wrestler from a company called New Japan Pro Wrestling that is, you know, as titled, stationed in Japan. What they decided to do was for a full year, they targeted everything they can towards this man. The stories that they were putting on, the belts that they were giving to wrestlers, everything was targeted towards this man and his friends. And then after the man and his friends wrestled at the biggest event that they hold every year, Wrestle Kingdom, he said, okay, I'm gonna dip now, and you guys have to fix what I messed up. And that's exactly what Poki did. Poki was like, all right, Riot, thanks for putting me in every ad ever. And thank you for making Oriana the Victorious skin. But,
Wait, I actually never even could. That's fucking wild.
Yeah. And, yeah, thanks, Riot, but we love Fortnite, because Fortnite is pulling in more viewers because they just passed you. You know what I wouldn't be surprised? And this is sneak
She starts playing TFT?
If she starts playing, she has started playing TFT. And it's really good.
Oh, okay.
I watch her TFT streams. They're good. But I wouldn't be surprised if she started playing Minecraft. Would not be surprised if she started playing Minecraft.
Damn. Can't wait for the Poki podcast.
Honestly. She has a podcast.
No. I mean like our episode.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Where we gotta bring in our special guest star. Benjamin Breckman.
Oh, you DDoSing.
I did.
Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Censor them. Look, fix it in post.
I'm gonna have to. God. But, yeah, no, I feel like it's more in the sense of, you know, I think she might play Minecraft one day. It's not the question, no, it wasn't. But, I feel like, you know, she did League dirty, but good for her because it paid off a lot better for her than it did Riot Games. Excuse me? But I think it's just, what was the question? The state of League, I think.
Well, it was the state of League, and then we started talking about TFT, and then I started talking about RPGs and how that would be good, and you were like, no, it's bad, and we started talking about player acquisition, and then we started talking about like streamers and stuff, and how they were using them for ads.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, thank you for rolling back the VOD, Angel.
Yes.
Ah man, it's so yeah, no, Riot they do heavy on the streamer activity, which I love, right? There's always a different streamer on the front page of the client. And that's really good. But now, you can tell the last few weeks they've been trying to take a different approach. Mm-hmm. And those last few weeks have been not advertising anybody and heavily advertising TFT.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's good for them. But again, in the long haul, that really fucks everyone over. Because, like, God, does that not help anyone? That helps no one if they promote TFT like that. But, you know, TFT helps in so many ways. It makes people genuinely happy to see people play. And I like that a lot. I think the state of League of Legends, again, like I said at the beginning, is still at a weird place. Mm-hmm. Right now, as of this recording. But, like, it'll get better, you know? I feel like when Riot... Because, remember, TFT's still in beta, technically.
Yeah.
Once that is like all settled, I feel like they'll have everything, you know, figured out, and they'll know what to do with the state of League. Any final thoughts on that one?
Final thoughts on that one? Again, I just want them to make this RPG. Man, I think that it'll be so good for them, and I know that there are a lot of people out there that want it. There are a lot of people out there.
I just think they would charge a lot for it.
They would. It would probably be a AAA title, but like, at least that. I want to say it assures quality, but like, there's an entirely different episode on how the gaming sphere at the moment and how AAA doesn't necessarily mean anything at the moment, but it at least suggests quality.
Maybe they'll do the World of Warcraft strat where they charge $15 a month.
If they did that, if they did that, that would kill League, like you were saying. That would.
Yeah, but I think Riot, you're greedy. You're super greedy. Riot's always been greedy. I don't know, we'll do some dumb shit like that. Those are my thoughts on that.
Wait, Riot, we still love you. Fly us out. Wait, actually not. Well, fly Nick out to go play test a champ. I'm like within your vicinity.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Fly me out, and then fly out her shin.
Yes! Let us be a shin.
Fly out super top.
That's wild!
Fly out my boy super top. But yeah.
Wait, actually. Acknowledge LS. Please, acknowledge LS even more. Nick, I don't think you know who he is, but please, the god, the coach. That's all. Those are my final thoughts.
Alright, sweet. I want to talk about the best lore angel.
The best lore, okay.
I want to talk about the best lore in League of Legends. I want to talk about why Riot is primarily known.
Oh, okay, I'm like, are you...
primarily.
Wait. Actually, there's a couple chances could be, but I'm gonna say it's Ivern. For you, at least.
You knew me quite well.
Really?
It's between Ivern and Amumu for me. I love Amumu's lore.
In what sense?
It's the story sense. Because I'll give Amumu's lore like really quick, like a summed down version of it. You can like correct me in the chat if in the comments if I get anything wrong. But no, it's like 5:54 in the morning. I'll break the fourth wall at the time of recording this.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely terrible. Both of us, we're both terribly done.
Exhausted. But Amumu's lore is remember the Shurima was about to go to war, and he called upon Nasus and Renekton for help in the war, and they both turned him down. And no, he wasn't the king of Shurima yet. He was the prince of Shurima because his brother was in charge.
Right.
And he was next in line in case his brother ever fell, fallen, died. But he called upon Nasus and Renekton, two gods, and they said no, and they went back to sleep. No, they sleep forever, but they went back to sleep. So Mumu at this point is hurt, and he doesn't have the troops that he needs. They go into war, and ultimately his brother passes from the war. He's killed, causing Amumu to ultimately just be a depressed man. He's a depressed king. He's a mad king at this point. He's just so sad, so angry. He doesn't know what to do, So he's crying constantly. So he locks himself away in a tower. And no one really knows what to do. And Amumu is just there. So one day a little girl wanders into his tower. Because I believe she's the granddaughter of one of the workers Amumu has.
Yeah,
and she goes to check in on Amumu. Says, "Are you okay?" Amumu ultimately says no, and then kills her because he was angry. Because he's the king, and the king can do what he wants, in his words. Ultimately realizing he just killed a little girl, he proceeds to, just fall apart, just broken, crying everywhere. And the grandmother of this child finds Amumu and basically tells him, you're going to live the rest of your life. Well, you're going to live the rest of your eternal life with the same emotion. And that same emotion is sadness. So Amumu's constantly just always sad because the consequences of his actions, he chose to kill a little girl. And it happened because he was angry, and I'm not justifying it. It's just he did it because he was angry and he was sad that his brother passed, and he took it out on an innocent bystander that asked if he was okay. Now, for the rest of his life, for the rest of his eternal life until Rise can find the time stone, he's gonna be forever an emotional man. He's gonna be sad constantly. He's not gonna give up on being sad. This is the only thing he can feel for the rest of his life. He got hit with Requiem.
Oh man, I can't wait until Riot expands more of their story in the comics and stuff, and we have to revisit this. But for now, we're just sticking to like in-game lore, right? Like when you click on champ and it says bio, that's what we're sticking to.
I mean, yeah, it is.
All right. I really, really enjoy Kindred's lore and Tom Kench's lore. Right? Oh man, I said that I was going to limit it to
Tom Kench. I'll help you with Tom Kench. That lore is nutty, bro.
That
Catfish
lore
has a magical hat. He's basically Frosty the Snowman. He gets that hat from who was it?
Wait, Frosty the Snowman or Tom Kench?
Tom Kench. He gets his hat from some dude.
From
New Orleans.
Is it the groom? Oh, really? Wait, it's actually confirmed to be New Orleans?
I'm just going to assume it's New Orleans because he has a New Orleans accent, and it's just black magic.
And he's been a ruin
But
of many a poor boy.
He gets a magic hat. He's basically Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, he gets it from. I assume that he gets it from the guy that he kills in his trailer. Can we talk about that trailer? That trailer was so nutty.
The world
Just
trailer is nutty, dog. Let's not talk about Tom Kench's trailer.
Alright, fine. That just like what? Nah, dude.
You know who has a good trailer?
Who has a good trailer?
Echo.
Echo does have a good trailer. Actually, Echo's lore is pretty fire too.
Echo's broke.
Echo's lore is just so sad because like the thing is like it's not something unique with time travel. It's the typical story. You have to save someone, but they keep dying, and going back in time isn't necessarily going to fix that. And Echo moves on, and then he doesn't really move on because he's still obviously trapped in the past, and that's kind of ironic. It's not anything
Requiem.
revolutionary, but it still just like hits you emotionally because there are people that could obviously like relate to that, and I could on a personal level. And just as a character, he's so unique. Or not unique, but just relatable.
Super relatable. I enjoy everything about Echo. He bites the dust. And just like
He does.
Echo, we are going to stop time and tell you guys that we are going to hit you with another part 2 episode of this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
I was not
are.
aware of this.
We are. We'll continue on with our
Did I
part
touch the
2.
doorknob?
You in fact touched the doorknob, Killer Queen. And again, we have other episodes that we have done. We have other podcasts that you can go check out. The Dr. Stone one, the Console Wars one, that's our new series that we did probably a week beforehand. Stuff like that, you know? You can check that stuff out. And yeah, let us know what you think, you know? What's your favorite Riot Games lore? And why is it Annie? Because Annie has a good lore.
Yeah. Why is it Rek'Sai?
And I'm probably live on Twitch right now playing Minecraft, so.
Oh god, oh fuck.
Bye-bye, Riot Games. Angel,
Fly us out.
say your cringy thing.
No, that's only for the Console Wars episode.
Say your cringy thing for Riot.
Oh, for Riot? Hey, sponsor us. I put 2 years of my life into your game. Alright, you better do it.
Welcome to the Slaughter Dogs, Riot.
Okay, I have never said that in my life. I would not have picked up on that cue.
Alright, Riot, bye-bye.